Hi, how are you? What is it? December 4th now. I'm having tough time with the baby schedule. Well, not that bad, but I'm having a hard time sort of staying awake. I've been doing the 5 a.m. shift for a while and for work. And you know, I could have been coming home and having a nap, but for some reason that was not happening. So I've definitely accumulated a bunch of debt of sleepy time, and it's catching up to me now. But yeah, I had the hardest time getting the baby to sleep this afternoon, having a nap. She usually has one good nap on the Saturday, and then the Sunday it's like she can't be tricked into falling asleep for nap time for some reason. And not all the time, but oftentimes the Sunday she'll have a bad nap. So she's having a sleep now, but she was getting up in her crib, taking her pants off, taking her diaper off, put it back on, taking it off, I want this, I need that, just delaying and delaying. Anyways, I just thought I'd talk about her sleeping, I guess, because when I first started the channel and I was daily vlogging, I was talking about, you know, how she wasn't sleeping through the night and stuff, and how I used this, I don't know, I'll call it a strategy. I used this strategy by a lady called Dana Oberman, which I had done on my son, and it had mildly worked. Excuse me. Oh god. It didn't work on her. And at some point I kind of decided, you know what? I'm done doing the sleep training. I'm just going to do whatever works, whatever makes us all sleep the most, because what ended up happening is I would just try and stick to my guns and just, you know, just reacting the same way every time and letting her fall asleep, you know, a certain way, and because so that it would, you know, avoid getting into a habit of depending on me for sleeping and whatnot. And in the end, I was the only one that was, you know, staying up and not having any sleep. So now what I do is I stay in her bedroom until she falls asleep. I put her to bed. It's nice at this point now because we have like this routine and everything happens in the same way, and she anticipates what's going on, right? And oftentimes, you know, every 3 to 4 days she'll actually, you know, like lying down and pretty much start sleeping right away, which is great. But you know, most of the time we just spend a little time and she just la la la, and I just lie down beside her. So actually what I didn't mention is, I guess, how am I gonna say this? I'm gonna give you a little example. Basically, this is the crib, and I have a single bed butted against it. So so I lay down in here. It's the trolls. I lie down in here until she goes to sleep into her crib, and when she does, I leave the room. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm parched. Anyways, so I leave the room. Anywhere between 11:30 and 2:30, she wakes up. And what I do is I go pick her up from the crib, and I stick her here, and I lay down with her, and I let her have some milk until she's done, and we just sleep together like that until 4:30 or 4:15 comes around, and it's time for me to get ready for work. My husband gets up from his bed, from our bed, you know, switches spots with me, and they sleep the rest of the night, and I go to work. And then we start over. So that's what it is for now. Maybe we'll change it someday, but I'm finding that that way she's gotten used to seeing the husband a little more, especially at sleep time. She's now used to waking up with him, and definitely eventually I'll incorporate him a lot more into sleepy time. And I think that specifically when I want to start weaning her at night, I'll use that strategy a lot more, because she's she's older now, and she understands what's going on a little more, and you can kind of explain things to her a little bit, to a certain extent, she'll understand. So when I kind of started dropping the sleep training idea, I didn't really have a plan. All I wanted was to sleep. And for the most part, this is how I get the most sleep. But yeah, I don't have a plan as to, like a specific plan anyways, as to what's gonna happen down the line. So we shall see. For now, this works for everybody. Everybody gets some sleep. Everybody gets some snuggle time with the baby. Well, except for the boy, but I don't think he minds. He gets a good full night of sleep. He doesn't get woken up by the baby crying all the time. So yeah, that's what works for us for now. And eventually we'll see what we need to do to change it. What I do kind of want eventually happening is that I want to move them into the same room. And I think that him being in the room with her will possibly help, just showing her that, this is what you do, you go to sleep, because he's good at that. He doesn't have any issues with sleeping. The only thing he does though is he tends to play himself to sleep, or read himself to sleep or whatever. So that might, that's a little bit why it's not happening right away, is that, he goes to bed a little later than she does. And so if he was to keep her up, that would not work very well. That being said, I could attempt at, making him go to sleep a little early. I think I actually discussed it with him a little bit in the past and said, like, if you want to, because he's actually quite keen on the idea to go and be in a bedroom with her. But I said, if you wanted that to happen, you'd have to, not make too much noise when you go to bed. And he was kind of okay with it. But at the same time, until he actually does it, it's a different story. But anyways, I thought I'd put that out there. That's an update. That's the sleepy update of the family. Now, at times it's like 3 something. So I'm thinking I better go and get the baby up before she sleeps so late that she won't go to sleep for nighttime. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Happy Vlogmas. The suggestions and questions and comments that I got, I'm probably only gonna address on Monday. I plan to answer some questions on Monday. This is video. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for the questions. And yeah, because Monday I'll have, the house to myself and just more time to take care of that. And look at that, she's waking up. All right, I'll go get her. See ya. Bye.